Good morning, Cedar Park. Joining me today is College and Career Transition Coordinator Chris Hexter to talk about graduation. Hi, Mrs. Hexter. How are you doing
Good morning.
today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. So, going into seniors, what do you think is the most important thing for seniors to start preparing for right now?
Okay, so right now, my advice would be for seniors to start thinking about the FAFSA, which is a graduation requirement. It's the free application for federal student aid. It is a graduation requirement, and that is going to be like the best way for students to find out what their expected family contribution is. So when they're thinking about college and how much they're going to have to pay, that's super important. I think it's also important for them to start talking about scholarships, looking for scholarships, talking to their receiving institutions, their colleges, their universities, about what scholarship opportunities there are there.
Okay, so for FAFSA, is that a form that we fill out? Where do we find it?
That's a great question. It's actually online. It's a free application, so if students find that they're being asked for money, they're probably in the wrong place. So they can do a Google search for FAFSA and make sure it's got a .gov at the end, because that's the official one.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I was curious, just personally, what do you do to help us graduate?
That's a great question. So obviously, those students who've been required to take the TSI know that I deal with a lot of data tracking for test scores. That's one of the bigger parts of my job. It's actually very important. It's a very important part of my job, even if kids don't see that. That's one of the big things that I do, testing for TSI and maintaining the data for all the SAT and ACT. I also deal with all of the kiddos who want to take ACC classes, like I know you took some ACC classes, so I deal with all things ACC. So that's also an important part of the seniors, because we do have a lot of seniors who go on to ACC after high school. And of course, helping kiddos with applying and dealing with all things university related.
Yeah, so speaking of going into universities and colleges, like graduation is coming up, and recently there was a meeting for the graduation, but not everyone was able to attend.
Right.
Could you tell us a little bit about what dates are important for seniors to know for graduation, caps and gowns, etc.?
Yeah, that's a great question. Graduation is not February. It's May 24th at 4 p.m. at the Cedar Park HEB Center, and the order forms for ordering caps and gowns and all the goodies that go along with the swag that you might want to have for graduation is available. Those order forms are available on TexasHJ.com, so it's a Herff Jones website, and you can order in person or you can order online. The in-person dates for ordering are Thursday, February 1st during lunch, and Friday, February 2nd during lunch. So that's next week. So again, they can go online and order them, or they can order in person. The packets for getting that information and all the swag that goes along with it, if your mom wants to order those things, those packets are in the front office with Miss Weltons.
And I see you actually have one right now. So could you show us like what's part of this packet?
Sure, of course. With the cap and gown, I'll point to this camera. With the cap and gown, you're going to get your cap, you're going to get your gown, and if you choose to order the graduation announcements, a class ring, etc., those are on there. But for graduation purposes, the only thing you really need is that cap and gown. And if you have an older sibling who walked in graduation the last few years, just the last couple of years, our gowns are the same this year as they were last year and the year before. So that's good, because some kiddos have older siblings. They can use that. They can save some money, and those are required. You got to have the cap and gown if you're going to walk at graduation, so make sure you get those ordered. There's also a whole bunch of goodies that you can order. It's a lot, and your parents could spend a lot of money if they really want to spend a lot of money. There are some shirts and some necklaces, class rings, of course, and then like the mementos that your mom might want to hang your graduation announcement or your grad picture or your tassel. So you can get those packets again in the front office with Miss Weltons, take those home to your parents and have them take a look at it.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Hexter. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Gosh, no, I can't think of anything. Those are the important ones. Get ready for graduation. That's a big one.
All right, perfect. You can, don't forget to order your cap and gown and accessories on www.texashj.com. With CPHS News reporting for the Wolfcast, I'm Maddie Cooper. We'll be right back after this break.